Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. The topic that we'll be talking about today is focus. The number one tip that I can give to you guys about achieving success is that if your ability to focus and sit down and do the work that you intend to do, then eventually you will achieve that success. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, focus is the ability to direct attention towards one particular thing or someone or something. It is the ability to fully commit to working on something for a set period of time without external distractions that stray you away from the task at hand. This is what I believe that having full focus basically means. You hear guys all over the internet, all over YouTube, talk about their 7 top tips for gaining productivity, or how you can 5x your productivity by following this special program. And I'm here to tell you that those things are not what you need. Those protocols, all of these secret tips that you see on YouTube are complete nonsense, especially for the person who just simply needs to get out of bed and sit down at the desk and work. That is it. None of these top 5 tips, none of these 5x your productivity with this special protocol, none of that. All of that fancy can be given up to someone else, but not for us. Not for us, we're different. Focus, in my opinion, when you really think about it, is a completely straightforward and easy concept to grasp once you understand how it works. I'm going to tell you guys how to do that exactly. Say for example, I tell you two versions of people. One person lacks focus and productivity, while the other person has extremely high levels of product focus and can work for hours at a time. I'll call one of them D-Gen, and the next one Chad. D-Gen's routine is as follows. He wakes up at 12 p.m, stays in bed for an hour, and scrolls on his phone and checks to see if any girls have messaged him. After being on his phone for an hour, he lazily brushes his teeth and washes his face and pulls out his favorite sugary cereal, Cocoa Pops. Whilst eating his Cocoa Pops, he consumes stupid content online of people doing the most random and stupid things on TikTok, whilst ingesting literal cancer into his body. After he finishes eating, he lies on his bed and watches his favorite TV show on Netflix all day long. Before he knows it, he has already wasted 4 hours of his day mindlessly watching stupid pieces of content that have only been made to draw you in. He's already watched 4 hours of his day, spent 4 hours of his day mindlessly binge watching a show without even getting up to drink water or get sunlight into his eyes. His dopamine receptors have been absolutely fried to the max, and this constant cycle of dopamine hit after dopamine hit is the reason why he's unable to dedicate his time to his school assignments and projects that he wishes to complete. This is D-Gen's routine, and is the routine of most people in this current day and age who have been completely absorbed by the masterful manipulation of those apps in this contemporary period of time, hooking people in to watch the latest new video or show. No wonder why these people say that they can't focus in class, or when they do try to focus, when they do try to sit down and work, that their mind is constantly thinking about something completely different, such as the next show or the latest show that they should be watching, or that funny video that they recently watched that they sent to all their friends. This, in my opinion, is a constant cycle of pure contemporary dehumanization that strips us of our caveman days when social media and technology wasn't around and the latest show never sparked our intrigue. Thus, we seeked out other sparks of dopamine by running around and hunting for food so that we could help support our families. Now, let's talk about Chad's routine. Chad, on the other hand, wakes up at 4 in the morning when no one else is awake Immediately after getting up, he puts himself in deliberate discomfort by taking a cold shower, firing up his receptors for the day ahead. Before he gets to work, he set aside some time to meditate and thank God for the beautiful things that he has received in his life, grounding himself in the presence of the Holy One and the present moment. Then, with a water bottle in his hand, he sprints back to his desk and immediately bursts out two solid working hours dedicated towards achieving his purpose. He doesn't even realize that he had worked for that long until he had checked that time, because of the amount of focus that he had acquired. The amount of focus that he had during the morning of the day, and his ability to just straight away get to work and have no distractions next to him. For breakfast, he eats 8 eggs whilst being absorbed in the beautiful hot sun, avoiding checking his phone for any quick hit of dopamine or any women who have messaged him. Immediately he busts out another 4 hours of work dedicated to these goals again, no distractions, and immediately heads straight to the gym to hit an agonizing yet beautiful workout. This workout is so intense that he can't help but reap the fruits of his labor after posing in the mirror with this lean, sculpted V-taper physique, proud of the work that he has put in to achieve a low body fat percentage for his body. By just listening to these two different morning routines of people in this world, you can quite clearly decide which person understands how to remain focused during the entirety of the day, on how to remain focused for the entirety of the day in a world that is full of distractions trying to suck you in and tempt you. Going back to what I said earlier, it's not about the top 5 tips to stay focused and productive throughout your entirety of your day. It's simply removing all objects of distractions, particularly your social media, your phone, your television, even your family members at times, just so your day is solely focused on getting the work done. Chad didn't do anything special that Bijan did. It is just the fact that Chad has completely decided that he wants to entirely focus on his work and his health, because he understands that his future self will thank him later for the work and dedication that he put in to achieve the future life in which he envisioned. He understands that his future self will be proud of crafting the physique that attracts women left, right, and center, or the business that constantly generates him revenue to help him support his beautiful wife and his kids. It's that mindset switch that says, you know what? Fuck all of this shit that does me no good. I'm going to go full work mode and make this dream life like I envision a real thing. No bullshitting around, because this is going to be serious work. When you have a mission or a purpose that you are striving for in life, you can't help but dedicate yourself to working on getting closer to that mission. Suppose you want to achieve focus in your life. In that case, you have to ask yourself whether or not you are willing to sacrifice all the instant gratification for that long-term gratification of financial, time, and location freedom. Now, to sum up, I want to leave all of you guys with this. Being able to focus within your day comes down to how badly you really want to achieve something. Because if you really wanted to achieve something in your life, whether it be that $10,000 a month or that 10% body fat, then you have to be willing to sacrifice everything else that would steer you away from achieving these dreams that you insist on completing. Then will you have the ability and the willpower to get out of bed, get off the phone, get off the TikTok, get off the Netflix, and actually put in serious work by sitting down at your desk and focusing for multiple hours a day, working towards achieving whatever you aspire to achieve, in the hopes of becoming that person that you envision yourself becoming. That's all from me. I hope you guys learned something amazing from this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.